Hello, welcome to the Football Christmas Quiz, and today we are joined by Joe. How you doing, mate?
I'm nervous. I'm actually not a particularly good quizzer. I'm usually in your position, Luke, hosting the quizzes, so I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to get exposed today badly.
Yeah, I've had a few people saying, oh, Luke, you should have a go at this at some point to see what score you get, but I'm like, I'd rather just ask the questions and then put the pressure on all the guests to hopefully get the points. But yeah, should be good today. We'll dive straight into the first question, which is a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style question. And your question is, which of the following stadiums does Reading Football Club play at? Is it the Tough Sheet Community Stadium, Kirkley Stadium, Majewski Stadium, or the DW Stadium?
The Majewski, mate.
It is the Majewski for 1 point order. I thought you'd know this. There's some people I'll bring on, they'll be a bit baffled. There's a few FIFA people that are a bit not very good at the stadiums, that's for sure, but you're obviously well knowledged in that department, of course.
Should know that one.
Yeah, I think the Majewski's quite, even though Reading are down in League One, because they were in the Premier League previously,
yeah, it's
like Fratton Park as well. You kind of remember these big teams that are back in the day in the Premier League, but now struggling down in League One with Derby. It's lovely. Right, into round number 2. It is a Football Connect. So I'm going to tell you 4 players, and you have to guess the club that they've all played for. They don't have to be playing at the club at the same time. Just at some point on their career path, they've played for this club. And the first player I'll give you is Joseph Minilar.
Joseph Minilar? Who is that? Can I write down the names just so I remind myself?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that allowed?
I'll put it in there.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Minilar. Never heard of him. Not a great start for me.
He's very, very niche player, but you get the club on that, you get 5 points for the first one, so obviously it makes it tricky. And the second player I'll give you, do you want to have a guess, a random club in the world?
Does it then throw me out? Am I allowed to have a guess, or do I lose?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you get a guess. No, you get a guess per player. So.
What does he sound? He sounds like he might have played for Mönchengladbach.
It's not Borussia Mönchengladbach is the connection.
We've ruled one out then.
Yeah, 1 out of a few thousand. Next player I'll give you is Ravel Morrison.
Okay, so we've got quite a few teams here.
Does it narrow it down much?
Doesn't narrow it down much. United West Ham, maybe?
Go for the Hammers.
I'm going to go for... I feel like I would have known Minilar if he'd played for the Hammers, though. But then, am I shooting myself? Am I overthinking here? I'll say West Ham. It's not, but I'm overthinking. I feel like if I say someone else.
It's not West Ham as the connection. The next player is Joaquin Correa.
Correa? Jesus. He played for anyone in Italy, Ravel? Spain, maybe? I don't remember Ravel Morrison going outside of England.
He's played all over, to be fair, in his career. If you look at his career path, it's mental.
I feel like I switched off a little bit on Ravel Morrison's journey when he started to drop down the leagues. Sorry, Ravel. Fucking Correa. Jeez. I'm going to say QPR.
It's not QPR. It's a good guess, though, because they're like that team that brought in so many different players during that era. And the final player is Lucas Leiva.
What?
You're unlucky if you don't get this.
Lucas Leiva?
Yeah.
God almighty,
what
where is he playing now?
Most known for?
I mean, Lucas Leiva for me, Liverpool, but is he playing in some Turkish back-end team now?
It's not that small of a club.
No.
The thing is with the Joseph Minilar one, it was a really big story about 7 years ago. It's one of those like stick-out stories in football. It'll definitely click with you when I mention it in a minute.
Lucas Leiva, he's playing in Italy, I think, is he? Is it like Fiorentina Lucas is at now? Ugh, my lack of European knowledge getting exposed here early doors. I'm going to say Fiorentina, but it's a guess. I don't think Ravel's played there.
It's not Fiorentina, unfortunately. It is
shocking.
A team in Italy, though. It is Lazio as the connection.
Lazio, flipping hell. That was where Ravel went.
Yeah, he went there for about a year. But yeah, the Joseph Minilar, basically, he looked about 40, but when Lazio signed him, he was 17. So there was this story going on.
I know exactly who you mean now. Yeah, I know exactly who you mean.
It's one of those funny stories. Just goes around every now and then.
I do remember him very vividly now. I remember his face, but I just do not remember his name.
No. It's one of them. Yeah. So no points for that round. So he's still on 1 point, though, after the first round, of course. But that round's probably the trickiest out of the lot, so it's not too bad. So yeah, going to the next round, it is Guess the Footballer. So basically, I'm going to tell you 5 clubs that the player's played for, and you have to guess the player from those 5 clubs. The first club will be his most niche, and then finishing off with his most obvious last. Okay. So it's not in career path order. And the first club I'll give you is Blackburn Rovers.
So that's the most niche.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably like the fewest games he's played for. /
do I get?
You don't really remember him.
Do I get a point if I get like?
So you get
5 for guessing on Blackburn.
Yeah, you get 5 points for Blackburn, and then 1 point if you get it on.
Am I allowed to guess at each stage?
Yep, each stage you can have a go.
Okay, let's think. Blackburn. Who would be a niche random player? David and Gog.
I wouldn't be that mean to give you David and Gog, but I do respect the guess to go for him.
Not even 100% sure he played for Blackburn, did he? But maybe he did. I've got a vivid image of him in a Blackburn shirt.
Oh, he didn't play for Blackburn. It was Bolton. I knew it was one like with a B.
It was Bolton. Yeah, it was Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton, Liverpool, PSG, Swansea as well. Good career. The next club I'll give you for this one is Aston Villa.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
So you can start putting things together now with Blackburn and Villa in their career.
Yeah. Blackburn to Villa. Wow. Oh my god. I've got an image of the lad. He once tried to do a Rabona and fell over. I don't know whether we're going that niche, but that is my vivid memory of a player that I think has played for Blackburn and Villa. Was it David Dunn?
It's not David Dunn. I think he has done both, to be fair. So good guess. I'm not going that niche. I think we need to go slightly more.
Okay, I'm going to
not
niche
too much
here.
more,
Yeah.
but a little bit more.
I'm really hoping it was David Dunn. I'm going to Google David Dunn Rabona quickly.
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah, it was David Dunn.
Yeah.
It was David Dunn. That
For
stunk,
Birmingham, was
man.
it?
Absolutely stunk. Maybe it was Birmingham he played for, you know. I doubt he went to Birmingham and Villa.
The next club I'll give you is West Ham United.
Oh, my word. Danny Ings. Aston Villa to West Ham. Has he ever played for Blackburn? Don't think so. He's at Bournemouth. How recent are we talking here? We're not talking in the 90s?
No. He's played in the last, 3 years, basically.
Oh, right, okay. So much more recent than I've been guessing.
It's respecting the ball knowledge, though. You're saying these names that could work.
He's played for West Ham and Villa in the last 3 years. Other than Danny.
But he might not have played for those clubs in the last few years, but he has played football in the
Right,
last
okay. Goodness me.
3-4 years kind of thing.
Something like James Collins, maybe? Struggling here.
Next club will definitely help you. And then the last club is like a give me kind of thing.
I'm going to say James Collins. I don't think it is. Just throwing a random name out there.
Which one? I think it's about 2-3. I assume the centre-back one.
Yeah, the centre-back.
Yeah. Not the one. This is a little bit of an interesting one, though. The next club is Liverpool. So Liverpool, West Ham, Villa, and Blackburn.
What? Surely it's not Danny Ings. When did Danny Ings play for Blackburn? He played for Liverpool, he's played for Villa, he's obviously played for West Ham. When did he play for Blackburn? Could it have been some random loan? If it was too obvious. Maybe it's somebody more like Konchesky level.
I think you got the right era with Konchesky.
Mm.
That's more this player. It's like recently played, but not recent now kind of thing.
Yeah. Go through those crap Liverpool sides.
So many.
Blackburn's really thrown me off. I just can't think of a...
I'd probably just disregard Blackburn
Yeah,
from the
okay.
equation and just go like Liverpool, West Ham, Villa.
Something like Stuart Downing. Crap, did he play for West Ham? Let's go Stuart Downing.
Going for Stuart Downing. And that is the correct connection for 2 points. Well done.
Get in. I just had a feeling it was giving me
Really
somebody
well worked
absolutely crap. So I was just kind of reeling through those rubbish Liverpool sides for a while there in my mind, trying to think of a dreadful player that just completely let them down.
To give Downing a little bit of credit.
Yeah. England caps.
He was a good player.
England caps, yeah. He was good. He was a decent player, but he was just nowhere near good enough for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Was it? I think he went in that season with like Andy Carroll, didn't he? Andy Carroll and like might have even been Luis Suarez.
Like Roy Hodgson era, or was it even before Roy?
I've got an image of like Luis Suarez, Andy Carroll, and Stuart Downing like in a lineup for a transfer window. I don't know whether it was just my mind playing tricks on me there.
Yeah, he did well to get 2 points there. Puts you on to 3 now.
I needed that. I'm not going to lie. I really needed that.
Yeah. Right then, into the next round is Tic Tac Toe. What would you like to start with, Joe?
I think I've really got to play to my skill set here. I think I've got to start with Man United. Has to be on the board.
Yep.
Where my knowledge is probably at its best.
Your own club in. I mean, I could put Derby in and make it very interesting, but I won't do that because I'm not mean.
You can put Derby in.
No.
There's a tap in.
I'm wearing yeah, to be fair, there is one very easy one. But it's the rest of the choices they're going to struggle. I will go for Inter Milan since I'm wearing the kit.
Ooh, okay, that's fine. But then if I want to do...
This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Your choices that go with my choices.
Okay, let's go for Arsenal.
Unfortunately, Joe, I've got a little rule where you can't have 2 from the same league. In the same round.
Okay, let's go for... That's fine. Let's go for Italians.
Yep, sure. Italians at Inter Milan. That's a tricky choice there. Where would a niche Italian be? Let's go for Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, you bastard.
You'll definitely know this player as well. It's just whether you know he played for Dortmund.
I really wanted England, but I just cannot think of an Inter Milan player that's English off the top of my head.
There is one. You'll know him as well. To be fair, I don't think you... Right, yeah, you can fill it in for Inter Man United still. Let's just put it that way.
A Man United English Inter Milan player? What the heck? Let's go for... Got to think strategically here, haven't I? What about Champions League winner?
Yeah, Champions League winner. Extra points if you can name a Dortmund Champions League winner. And they won it in 96.
Christ.
You don't actually get any points. Just credit in my book. Let me end off with... I might go for a manager. Played under a certain manager. Yeah, let's go for played under Arsene Wenger.
Oh, gosh. Goodness gracious.
What would you like to start with on the grid, Joe? Get your first point on the board.
Can I like duplicate? Am I allowed to have multiple of the same ones?
No, so the answers
So
have
say
to
I
be
said
unique on the
like
board.
Man United Inter, I can say Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, can't put him for Wenger. Man
Yeah,
United,
exactly.
though.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has to be
I
unique.
need to think about it.
Can't just put Ibra on the whole board.
Yeah. But we will start with him. Should we get him out of the way? Man United Inter. Zlatan.
Zlatan, cool. The player you could have said for that, who's English,
Go on.
more recent as well, Ashley Young.
Oh my god, I totally forgot he played there,
Inter,
Youngie,
didn't he?
yeah.
Still playing at Everton, of course.
Yeah. Italian Inter Milan. Let's go for something.
It's my turn. My turn, Joe. Don't jump the gun, mate.
Oh, it's you. My god, I totally forgot. This is a great shout for you. What is
So
this?
Dortmund into Milan. We will say Ciro Immobile.
Oh yeah, man. Good
Spent a bit of
shout.
time at Dortmund.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant one for Tic Tac Toe, just knowing his career. He's got like Sevilla and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. Let's go for Man United and Dortmund. Jaden.
Sancho. Quite a few. There's like Mkhitaryan and what's his face?
Kagawa.
Kagawa. There we go. Man United played under Arsene Wenger. I mean, there's a really obvious one. There's quite a few obvious ones, but I like to be a bit fruity and go for something. Maybe something he like managed at Monaco and then joined Man United, something like that. But no, let's just get on with it. We'll go for Robin van Persie.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
So I need a Champions League Inter Milan. I'll go Milito.
Yeah, Diego Milito, 2 goals in the final to win it for them. Inter Milan, Italian. Ooh, tricky. Let me say a bit of Barella. Just anyone.
Goodness, I need an Italian that's played under Wenger. My word.
This is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of names rocking around my head, like post 2010, during that era where obviously they'd moved to the Emirates and like were on a massive budget. One of the two would work, I think.
Oh, it's just the thing, isn't it? I'm really thinking like who was there. My dates, man. When did Wenger even leave?
17 or 18?
Yes,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, 17, 27.
I miss him. I miss his big coats.
I'm sure there was a goalkeeper, man. Wow, I'm really struggling here. Hardly. This is going to be an open door here for you as well. No, I can literally
That's not
the
in that
only Italian I
Invincibles
can
team.
think that played in an Arsenal shirt is Jorginho. I just can't get him out of my head. And he's playing now, miles off it. Who was in that transition team? Even go back to like the Invincibles, maybe.
You're on the right lines with the goalkeeper though.
I'm convinced.
That
I
was
know.
one of my
Yeah,
shouts.
same.
It's
I just can't.
the name though.
What
Yeah.
was his name?
I want to say there was a centre back as well, but I know there's a goalie. I want to say there's a centre. He had like loads on loan and stuff like that.
I'm really struggling to think of the goalkeeper. That is the one I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
I might just go for a Champions League winner that's played for Borussia Dortmund, Lewandowski.
Yep. Lower works for Bayern. And
Who is it? Not Sirigu or something, is it?
do you know what? I might block you off first, and then you can have a go at it, and then I can get the right answer. I'll do that just to be nice, Joe.
kind.
So I'll go played under Wenger, Champions League winner Thierry Henry, won it with Barcelona.
I've not got it. Who is it?
Where is he?
Go on.
The player is Vito Mannone. I believe.
It was. It definitely was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it had played under Wenger, like in a cup game or something like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other Italians.
Yeah, there's honestly not really anything off the top of my head that I can think of.
Yeah, Vito Mannone from 2005. They've only had 4 Italians play for him in their history, man. Jorginho, Viviano, Mannone, and
Oh, Viviano might have worked.
and-
Or was that under...
I was only for a year. He's never played a game either. And Arturo Lupoli.
Oh, Lupoli. Oh, mate, I could have said that one because he went on loan to Derby.
Ooh.
That's killer, that
Yeah,
is.
but Vito Mannone. I knew
He
it
might
was the
not-
keeper. I just couldn't.
yeah.
I just didn't have his face. Didn't have his face or his name.
No worries, Joe. You get 4 points for that round, which is not bad at all.
Not bad, but I was disappointed not to get Mannone. I have to be honest.
Right, into the final round, it is Tenable, and I've got quite a nice category for you, Joe.
Oh, no.
You got 3 lives, and my category is to name 10 outfield players above 6'5", 6'5" and above.
Oh, wow.
So very tall outfielders. I think you probably it's a tricky one because it's like whether they're borderline 6'4", 5" kind of thing.
Let's get the obvious ones out the way then. Peter Crouch.
There we go. Peter Crouch is Tenable.
Nicholas
2 metre
Zigic.
Peter. Nicholas Zigic. What a name. I miss him in the Championship.
Yeah.
Well, he was more Premier League for Birmingham, wasn't
I
he?
think of tall keepers here. Big old keepers.
Outfielders
Oh,
only.
outfielders only, gosh.
Because I think with goalies you get that. Without goalies, you're looking at more
Bit of debate here, but
defenders and
I'm gonna have to claim this one. I watched the documentary of Erling Haaland's unveiling at Man City, and they did say within that he'd grown from 6'4" to 6'5".
is Erling Haaland 6'5", 1m94.
What's the cut off
What
here?
would that be in? I don't know. I need to convert.
I mean, if
in
they're wrong,
heights,
this
'cause I've
was
got it
on the official official Man City channel with the doctor, so I would be annoyed with the Man City channel here. I will be very annoyed at you guys. Manchester City, I'm looking at you.
It's 6'4.77" I think. It's whether he's been re-measured. He's still growing. He's still a young lad.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I just don't think he's 6'5",
right.
unfortunately.
Let's disallow it. Let's disallow it.
There's one of your lives gone then.
How many have I got? 3? 2.
3 lives.
Okay.
2 more now.
Okay, let's think carefully here. What was his name, man? The big unit that came to Southampton last year.
He is right, if you can get his name.
Yeah, definitely. He was
I always sign him on Football Manager. I always get him because he's absolutely massive. You just pump balls into the box to hit him.
Was it like Paul Awantchu? I don't know how to pronounce it. Awantchu?
I think I'll give you that. It is Paul. Yeah, but I say Onyechu.
Onyechu, yeah.
I think he's...
Okay, so...
Yeah, there's a few. We'll give you that.
Paul the unit, Onyechu.
I think he's 6'7".
Yeah, big boy.
Big Paul, I call him.
Yeah, okay. Let's go into Europe. Think of Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. Ooh, how tall is Niklas Süle?
Süle, that is a good...
Big old unit. Big unit.
Yeah. Niklas Süle is Tenable. He is 6'5".
Let's go.
Yeah, just ever so slightly taller than Erling Haaland.
Yeah, I'll take that. So that's 4. Oh, do you know who might be an obvious one? Zlatan.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm pretty sure he is 6'5". Yep, that does work. He is Tenable, Zlatan. So yeah, it's mainly strikers and centre backs. I don't think there's any other position outfield.
Just trying to think of big blokes here.
Yeah.
Well, he's tall. I did a shoot with him last week. I was gonna say he's a contender. Joel Matip.
Ooh, Joel Matip. He is borderline again.
Very tall guy. Very tall guy.
He is 6'5". That is Tenable. Well done, Jay. That's a great shout, that is. Because I don't think many people say Joel Matip.
He's massive. And it did help that it was in his presence last week, so I could kind of weirdly work it out. So that's 6. I don't think he was, but I'm going to say Per Mertesacker.
Ooh. I'm liking these shouts, though. Yeah. He was at 6'5".
No.
But he was 6'6", Joe, so he is Tenable.
He is?
Yeah, 6'6".
That's huge for me.
Massive. Absolutely massive.
Really tempted to say Kalidou Koulibaly, man. Again, another player that I've done a shoot with, and he was just so tall in person. I'm going to go for Kalidou Koulibaly. I think he might be more like 6'3", but it felt like he was just a gigantic unit when we shot with it.
I can imagine. Unfortunately, he's only 6'1". I'm actually quite surprised at that.
Damn, how can that be right? He was definitely taller than 6'1". That felt like a disgrace, honestly. Oh, bloody hell, Val Weghorst.
There we go. Root Weghorst is 6'6". There we go.
Who's down that low end of the table now? That's just a monster. That's my thinking. There's a lad, I cannot remember his name. I think he joined Everton for like a year. I think it was like a Traore, but I can't remember his first name. And there's a big old list of Traores. It's doing my head in. I thought it was Lacina or something like that. Lacina. I'm going to go for a rogue one here. It's popped into my head, and I believe he was a tall unit. I'm going to go for Bas Dost.
Bas Dost.
Bas Dost.
What a player.
It's a risk. Could have been 6'3" or something.
Bas Dost is 6'5". That is Tenable.
Wow,
what a
that's
player.
A huge stab in the dark.
I like it. But it's good thinking though, going through that Dutch team.
The Dutch are just so big.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in that Dutch team? The centre halves.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to say Lacina Traore.
1 life, 1 answer remaining for the full 10.
What was his name, man? It's really frustrating. I can literally see him. I don't even know whether did he come to Everton? It was something like that. He was like 6'10", I think. He was just so big. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say Lacina Traore, but I just feel like I might have got his name wrong there.
He is 6'8", Joe. That is a correct answer. 1 game for Everton Football Club on loan from Monaco.
That was it. He literally that was it because he was crushing it in Ligue 1, and I remember doing a whole video on Lacina Traore on Footballdaily, and we were like, this guy is just a unit, and he was so terrible. He was so bad. But he did play well in France.
But yeah, 10 points for that round.
Happy with that, man.
Which puts you on to 17 for the entire episode, which puts you joint level with James Alcott.
Oh, do you know what? That's made my day. As long as I've scored the same amount of points as Jimbo, I'm very, very happy because he's also very knowledgeable.
Yeah. I think, what did I give him? I gave him top African goal scorers in the Premier League, excluding Drogba, Salah, Mane. So I was a little bit mean, but I thought it's better just to take those 3 out because it's too easy.
Yeah.
Should have taken Peter Crouch out of this one. Then it would have been
yeah, you should have done no Peter Crouch, yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, hopefully guys did enjoy today's episode of the Advent Calendar. Make sure you check out Joe, all the stuff he does on Football Daily and all that good stuff. Drop a like on the video and we'll catch you all next time.
Can I figure it out? Oh, Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka would work.